Good morning. Thank you for viewing this service. We are recording this for the first Sunday in November 2020, November 1st, and this will be our Shotsuki Hoyo service. So I will, if I may, begin by chanting the Sanbutsuge, and I'll ask you to join me as you wish. Following the chanting of the Sanbutsuge, I will go to the other podium where I will read the names of our loved ones who have passed in the month of November, and I will then give a Dharma message. Thank you again so much for viewing this service and participating with us. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Busatsu Daimuryo Jukyo Sanbutsuge Kogen-gigi, Ijin Mugoku, Nyode Enmyo, Muyo Tosha, Nichigaten Mani, Shuko Enyo, Haishten Onpe, Yunyaku Jumoku, Nyodai Yogen, Shosei Murin, Shogaku Daion, Koru Jippo, Taimon Shojin, Ammai Chie, Itoku Muryo, Shusho Keiu, Jintai Zennen, Shobuten Hokai, Gujin Jin no Kungon Aitai, Mumyo Yokunu, Teison Yomu, Ninno Shishi, Jintoku Muryo, Kukun Kodai, Chie Jinmyo, Komyo Iso, Shindo Daisen, Ganga Sabuten Saisho Ho, Kado Shoji, Mihu Geidaten Fusei Joi, Kainin Shojin, Nyode Sammai, Chie Ijo, Gosei Tokubuten Fugyo Shigan, Issai Kuku, Issa Dayan Keshi Ubuten Hyakusen, Nokuman, Muryo Daisho, Shunyon Goja, Kuyo Issai, Shito Shobuten Funyo Gudo, Kensho Hongyaku, Kinyon Goja, Shobuten Sekai, Bufu Kage, Mushu Setno, Komyo Shisho, Henshi Shokoku, Nyode Shojin, Ijin Nanryo, Yoga Sabuten Kokudo Daichi, Goshu Kimyo, Dojo Chozaten, Kokunyo Nayon, Nimu Toso, Gato Aimin, Odaten Issai, Jippo Laisho, Shinneten Shoujo, Ito Gakoku, Keiraku Annon, Kobuten Shinmyo, Seiga Shinsho, Hotsugan no Hi, Rikisho, Shoyoku Jippo Seison, Chie Muge, Joryo Shison, Chiga Shingyo, Rei Keiryo Shinshi, Shoku Dokuchu, Gagyo Shojin, Ninju Huke, Namandabu, 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 Namandabu. Ganyu Shikudoku, Yodo Sei Isai, Dohon Monai Shinna Onyo On Namanda Burmanda Namanda 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 Burmanda Butsu, Namo Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Butsu, Namo Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Okay, as I told you, if I may, I will read the names of our loved ones who have passed in the month of November. If you lost someone in the month of November and their name is not on our current list, please contact us. There is no charge for this. We'll be happy to add your family or friend's name onto our November Shotsuki Hoyo list. And reading now the friends we know we have lost in this month of November. Joe S. Akiyama. Arashige Harumi. Atagi Richard Kazuo. Doi, Douglas Mitsutsura. Douglas Michitsura Doi. Doi Mio. Fujikawa Kusu. Fujitaki Asakichi. Gibbs Myrtle Louise. Goto Takaichi. Goto Tsune. Hatakeyama Seitaro. Hayashi Yoshie. Hatta Shigeo. Inoue Yoshiko. Inoue Fred Yutaka. Ishida Saku. Ishikawa Irene Kikuyo. Iwamoto Yoshiko. Kawamoto Frank Fujio. Kiriyama Masaichi. Kobayashi Kentaro. Konishi Tomiko. Masumoto Toshio. Matsuba Masae. Mito Ryoichi. Miyahara Torakichi. Miyashita Hirofumi. Nagai Toru. Nagatani Kiyoshi. Nakata Teruko. Nishimoto Fui. Nishimoto Miyuki. Nishimura Itaro. Nishioka E. Ogawa Kiku. Otani Kinu. Rikimaru Hatsu. Sano Hanae. Shigeishi Tatsu. Shigeno Jack Shigeru. Shintaku Minori. Teramae Emi. Tokinobu Kimi. Tokuda Hiroshi. Uchiyama Sakae. Ueda Kazumi. Ue Tanaka George. Wakabayashi Yoshikichi. Yamaguchi Kome. Yamane Seiichi. Yamasaki Ikaku. Yamasaki Takane. Yamashita Kiyoshi. Yamatoda Matsuko. Yonesawa Kinichi. Yonesawa Yukuyo. Yujiri Hatsu. These are our friends and family who have passed in the month of November. And again, if you lost someone in November and we didn't read their name, please let me know. We'll be happy to add that name. Now this is, of course, our November Shotsuki Hoyo service, and for those of you who lost a loved one in the month of November, I extend my deepest condolences. I am sorry for your loss. My mother, Myrtle Louise Gibbs, passed away on November 24th of 1992. So this Shotsuki Hoyo service, the monthly memorial service for those who passed away in November, is of a special meaning for me. The other topic, besides coping with our losses, which I hope to talk about, is the fact that we must take responsibility for viewing the world, for viewing our lives. But let me say a couple more words about Shotsuki Hoyo. I expect to be reunited with my deceased mother in the future. Nonetheless, she really died, and for the time being, she really is gone. And this is a sadness that I carry with me. Just because we all know that we will lose our parents one day, that it's inevitable, doesn't make it acceptable. It's not acceptable to the human heart. These losses must be reconciled somehow. It has to be made right. In the nirvanic realm of Amida Buddha's pure influence, it will be made right. But again, let me move on to this topic that much of our lives can be seen to be meaningful or not meaningful according to how we view our lives. This is a very general and basic point about living, particularly about living as Buddhists. If we change how we view our lives for the better, it will change our lives for the better. We change the way we view the world, that changes how we act, and that changes how the world is and how it appears to us, how the world is going forward. This can become an upward spiral. More specifically yet, in the Jodo Shinshu school of Mahayana Buddhism, we see ourselves as the objects of a transformative caring, a transformative compassion. We are recipients of the Buddha's caring. Because we feel cared for, we can be caring for others. We, in our spiritual lives, just as in our personal affairs, are able to love because we feel loved, because we are loved and feel that love. Kindness and living with kindness is both our ultimate goal and the way to our ultimate goal. Now we must recall that the liberation taught to us by the Buddha and taught to all Buddhists is a liberation that means freedom from external constraints and freedom from internal compulsions. We decide which of those inner urges are genuine and which aren't. In closing, this is all I really want to say to you today, that we have to decide how to view the world. Is there a caring, is there a kindness extended to us? If so, then the question is, what's the most important thing for us? Is it emptiness, interdependence? What's the most important thing for Buddhists? And I already told you what I think, and it is kindness. Kindness is the most important of all our teachings and the most important of all of our commitments. And if we can take up this viewpoint that we are cared for, that reality itself takes form as the Buddha and cares about us, if we can feel that the Buddha's kindness enters into our lives, then we can change the way we view the world and the way we act. Seeing ourselves as being accepted by the depths and the breadths of reality just as we are able gradually to accept, to value other persons, eventually all living things, all living beings. Kindness is something we receive whether we deserve it or not. The Buddha cares about us whether we think we deserve to be cared about or not. You need to earn respect. If you want to be respected, you have to earn that. But we don't have to earn kindness. We don't have to earn compassion. We don't have to earn love. We are loved. We are cared for. There is a vast compassion opening itself out to us. This compassion is flowing into our lives. We are promised the gift of kindness on this path. And if we can take up that viewpoint, if we can really feel that we are loved unconditionally, we too will come to be able to be truly kind and caring to others. Again, firstly, other people, but eventually to all living things. This is our path. A kindness comes to us and allows us to live kindly. Kindness is the path, and it is the place we're going. I thank you for joining me for this November Shotsuki Hoyo service. Just this time, I added my mother's name to the list. I always think of her in November, but hadn't added her to our list before, since she didn't attend this temple while she lived. But if you've lost your mother, if you've lost your friend, I'm sorry that you lost someone in November. As you know, November is a very common month to lose somebody. If you talk to all your friends, you probably find everybody lost somebody in November. If you're struggling, the weather turns cold and we tend to fail. So I am sorry for your losses, and I do believe in the Buddha's compassion. I believe that compassion will guide you back to your mother, your father, put you back in touch with your loved ones, and will do that for me too. Thank you for joining us, and if you would, say the Buddha's name in closing with me. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.